Yeah. Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming in for the Astro Gravitational Report. Andres Sanchez, thank you. Thank you for coming in, and glad to see you here. And talking about the energies lately, they've been wacky, they've been interesting, there've been synchronizations, there has been everything in there. Um, Today I got awakened, of course, again at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. I was up until 5, but compared to to the previous day, actually, I get up at 5 o'clock and I went to the coffee shop. I made a video of fire truck, and I knew that somebody has to see that fire truck, and of course, somebody had to see it. There was a talk about this and the situations. I had quite a few calls today with people that I help and assist. So if you need something, let me know. But what is important is the energies. The energies are kind of like coming in and go. And it's interesting that the more you let it go with grace, the more you're going to feel peaceful today. And today I took a very long afternoon nap and I wasn't able to do the daily chat. But it is good because the downloads are coming in. It's very good. They're actually very peaceful, very powerful, and so on. So right now I'm going to be coming in and talk about what's going to happen tomorrow. Tomorrow we are going to have a very interesting energies. So pay attention within then the 6 p.m., the 7 p.m., the 8 p.m., then afternoon is going to be a very interesting. While during the day you may gonna have fires and putting out fires and looking at the situations and so on, the afternoon actually is gonna be present with all the three choices. You're either gonna use the conflict, either you're gonna use the peace energies, or you're gonna catch up the divine energies. The divine energies, they're gonna be playing so much, and you're gonna feel like that man in the picture, wondering what are you going to use, what energies are you going to apply from within. So there's going to be a very powerful energies that's coming in that tells you to fix it up your spirituality that affects your personality. So with that being said, I'm going to go through the charts that goes on, and we are going to go forward. All right, guys. So oh wow, I haven't adjusted my I'll look at it through the day all the way up to 11 p.m. and I have to go back. All right, there he is. All right, so talking about 7 o'clock in the morning, the moon, it's going to be exiting Scorpio. You might feeling like letting it go, did the work in the shadow, and now you feel lighter. You feel good from within. The moon is going to be transitioning into Sag, and you're going to feel it or you're going to hear it tomorrow for things that you've been waiting, asking, or communications, or so on. There's going to be a lot of divine time communications in there, a lot of internal communications, downloads, and so on. For and be patient within this. Okay, these are divine energies that are going to be begin with between the moon and the north node. Usually, that is one of the destinies begins to talk to you, or you're talking to the destiny from within. Those are the two cases because the moon represents the intuitions, and since the moon is going to be crossing to Sag, which is those are the people who doesn't know how to shut up, and when the moon is actually in Sagittarius, you have the energy of expressions. You have the energies to say things, to do things, to create situations. But I gotta tell you that you gotta be very careful with this intuition because the intuition is opposing Venus. There is the mother opposing the daughter, and there is a situations that has to be learned. This is going to be one of those karmic relating situations in there. If you have daughters or mother-daughter energy or relationships that you need to fix, please stay away from that. Just trust within the divine energies. What is that coming from? Saturn is squaring Venus, and Saturn is going to be squaring the moon. And the moon and Venus are opposing to each other. The karmic plural is in a top, which is Saturn is in Pisces. Look within you. Looking at the end of the time, what did you learn? What did you get? And don't make actions before you actually learn the situations. Premature actions never get you to the desired outcomes that it's you looking at from within. So this is kind of like a 7 o'clock energy. The ascendant is going to be at 1 degree of Taurus. It's going to be very close into the North Node, which is at 4 degrees right now in Taurus. And that is a beautiful sextile with Saturn. That means it's going to be a day of learning, guys. Very good, positive day of learning. So at 8 o'clock, the ascendant is going to be together with Venus and opposing the moon. It reminds you about like things coming. You're going to feel it. The things are coming. The situations are coming. Midheaven is together with Pluto. That is going to be squaring the Mercury in the North Node. It's like I'm not talking about the destiny. I don't want to talk about anything. We're not talking about that stuff anymore. I had enough. No, destiny is destiny. You can't zip it up the destiny that it has to happen. It doesn't matter good, bad, or ugly. Karma is a karma. When I knock on your door, she either gonna deliver the good message, the bad message, but it comes with lesson. Okay, so guys, pay attention with this and be patient from within yourself. Okay, Midheaven and the Pluto, beautiful sextile with the moon, and a beautiful trine with Venus. Instead of the oppositions within this mother-daughter situations in fighting against with the lessons transform you to change, you to understand the other side, you to put yourself in the other's shoes, see how it's gonna be on that positions, how you gonna be on that situations from within. The ascendant is going to be a beautiful sextile with Neptune, and Neptune is a sextiling the ascendant and Venus, but it's also trining the moon. There is a angel wings with this. So you have on the top of the wings, and the one side you have Pluto, the other side you have Neptune, and at the bottom side of the wings you have Venus and the moon. You powering in that the both power of love and the power of intuitions, they're going to be coming together and you're going to be taking the flight. Very beautiful positive energy, but you need to learn lessons in there, and that is coming from Saturn. Okay, Saturn, it is squaring Venus. Usually those are the people who have issues with emotional instability, emotional situations about love. And that is a lack of expressions of emotions. Okay, or those are the people who are emotionally depending on someone. All right, and now since the moon is going to be there, be careful with this. You might look in it to someone who has not learned the lessons of what love is. So at 9 o'clock, the ascendant goes in Gemini. That is going to be a square with Saturn. Lessons that needs to be learned from within. Midheaven is going to be at 16 degrees of Aquarius. Is going to be opposing Lilith. That is the only aspect Lilith has in Leo in there. And the midheaven is squaring Uranus and Venus. As you pay attention, Venus is there doing a lot of the work from within, because right now she isn't about to shift. She wants to go ahead and move on. She wants to go ahead and get away of this material world, and she wants to be having a friendship. She wants to be felt within the air. Hi Tiffany, thank you for the hit that like button. And Paulina, hi, thank you for the Indians. They're very good. Thank you for all this positive energies. But look at those angel wings that I explained. They are going to be pretty much the whole day. But that is not the top of the iceberg. The top of the iceberg is going to be at 6 o'clock in the afternoon. And this is only at 9 o'clock in the morning. So at 10 o'clock, the ascendant is in Gemini. That is going to be these beautiful trines with Saturn. But right now, midheaven is with Saturn. Saturn is in trine with Mars. Still, there is this beautiful energies within the masculine that likes to take the approach. But before the masculine takes the approach of actions, he has to do one thing: the mental work, the mental preparations, the mental understanding, the processes of how the things to be done. Since Mars is in Cancer, that can lead to I have to see what I need to do with the family, I have to organize my family, I have to organize my situations, and so on and so on. But the midheaven that's been together with Saturn is going to kind of like a put pressure of Venus and the moon. That is going to be the intuitions and the love. But to remind you, Venus in Taurus is also at home. That's her second home, but that is it, the love for the money. But that is also in the understanding there that with love, you can make all the money and happiness you want, but you don't need all the money in the world for it. So this is a tough lessons that it's going to be with all these energies. But as I said, keep your transformations on. So at 11 o'clock, midheaven goes into Pisces. There is going to be this beautiful energy towards Neptune. There is going to be the divine energies right now between really within the North Node and the Moon. The destiny over the mother. It is the mother's destiny to go ahead and tell the daughter to fly. She is the one that gives the love, the wings of life. The mother who gives you life inside of the womb. That's what you came from. And now there's going to be these expressions and so on. But if the mother doesn't give you the love, there was lessons that she needs to learn how to give love from within. There's going to be a lot of positive energies, but Saturn, who is the karmic ruler, it's kind of like, yeah, the North Node is the karma, but the karmic ruler sign is like it's time for you to learn, trust, and let go of things and so on. So if you have any kind of like a relations, correlations between mother-daughter situations, now is probably one of the best time you to solve this. That is the moment when the daughter is like, Mom, I understand your position, so on, but there is a different timings right now. And you have to let me evolve. Let me be in my own. I have to grow. You can't always go to work after doing things for me and expect me to grow because I have to learn how to do it on my own. That is the one of the parts of the mother when she's over mothering, and that over mothering is actually is not helpful. And that's what Saturn does. Energies with Saturn and Pisces with the moon right now. You're gonna hear some things from about this tomorrow. I mean, yeah, that's what the energy is. Midheaven, it's gonna go in the next hour, which is at noon. It's gonna be going into Aries. Here we go, working on yourself. It's gonna be a beautiful trine in there because it's very close to a Neptune. It's very at the beginning of Aries. It's at 4 degrees. Ascendant is at Cancer, which is focuses within the family, and that is going to be a beautiful trine towards the moon. Okay, as you pay attention, the moon is going to be very powerful throughout the day because the moon it controls the emotions. The emotions are the vibrations. The vibrations is what you're reacting on it and how you process informations on it. So there's three different vibrations. Those are the divine energies that coming from the North Node to the current moment. Those are the synchronizations energies, which is they go in and they show you where the energies flows nice and smooth. And that is a Neptune and a midheaven goes on in there. And there is this pressure from Saturn and Venus there going on. And you will have to choose how to navigate. But that choosing of navigate, make sure is not coming from the ascendant, that it's coming at this time at noon. Ascendant is at Cancer. You're going to be dealing with that later on. But the ascendant is opposing Pluto, which is your transformations, your plutocrations with things that you are surrounding from within. But also the ascendant is squaring Jupiter and the sun in Chiron. There is sun in Aries, and that energy is in there is like going to create intense visions from within you. So be mindful about those energies at this current time. So at 1 o'clock, midheaven it goes with Chiron, with the sun, with Jupiter. They're 16, 19, 20, and 21 degrees of Aries. It's not going to have any major aspects. So 1 o'clock is going to be the greatest time you to do and work on a self growth from within. The ascendant, though, it's stepping inside of Leo. There is a divine energies with Saturn. That is it, the learning of the karma that it's coming in for it. That is it, the learning the child within. That is it, the fifth house, the house of the kids. Usually, when you are born, we are looking at in the fifth house. What do you have in there? How many kids you got in there? So that's what goes on with that. If you're wondering about it, um, but in the whole situations, that ascendant is going to be still opposing Pluto, and it's going to be squaring the North Node, Mercury, and it's going to begin to square also Uranus and Taurus. So as you see it in all these situations, the energy is going to be going up and down, but there's going to be some divine presence. And let me tell you, these divine wings that we were talking about earlier, they're still going to be going on through all the day. And through the movement of the inner work that you're going to do, which is a midheaven and the ascendant, you have to make up your mind, how to put up your actions. And what are the actions is today? The actions is in family. The family is where? On art. What is on art? That is the universe. That's Uranus that is in Taurus right now. And we have Venus still in Taurus. So it's Mercury, so it's the North Node. So as you pay attention, those are a lot of things that goes in, but the energies is flowing. Those are very beautiful energies. So at 2 o'clock, the ascendant is together with Lilith. Midheaven, it's at 6 degrees of Taurus, and there's going to be some squaring in there with Mercury. Be mindful, don't engage with the people who have issues with their intolerance. They cannot tolerate their own self. How come they're going to tolerate others? But if you looking at within these situations, you're probably going to get the internal growth from within and healing from this. If you have these situations from within yourself, you can mature. You should put your act together, because ascendant and Lilith, they have a beautiful trine towards Chiron. That is the internal healing from within. The sun, which is the authority and the growth. That basically means three things. You're maturing in a high level pace, because all this is in Aries. So 3 o'clock it's coming. Usually around 3 o'clock it's intense energies, and this 3 o'clock is not going to be more different than that. The ascendant is on 27 degrees of Leo. That's going to be squaring 28 degrees of Venus. That's going to be squaring the moon. That it's in the first degree of Sag, and it's going to be the first degree of Pisces. That is going to be Saturn. So that energy of the Saturn, Venus, the moon, oh my God, is going to really put the focus within. It's kind of like everything is coming, and you're kind of like about to blow the fuses. Don't blow the fuses yet. Okay? You're just seeing intense communications, intense energies are coming. How are you going to react on them? Growth. Because the ascendant that it's in 27 degrees is a beautiful trine with Jupiter and the sun, and also at Chiron area. Midheaven, though, it's in 21 degrees and it's squaring Lilith. So be careful with that energy there. That is the only one aspect pretty much that I'm really kind of like paying attention within. Don't use your What can I do to have revenge, or what can I do to have this, or what can I do to have that, and so on and so on. It's the mind games that you want to be feel satisfied, but you know, hurt people, hurting people. So looking at yourself that you are hurt, and you can heal yourself from within. All right, 4 o'clock's going. Midheaven is at 5 degrees of Gemini. That is a opposing of the moon in there. Ascendant is at 9 degrees of Virgo. That is a opposing 3 degrees Saturn in there. But as I explained before, Virgo, it's organizing the energies. All right, they know how to organize the energies from within. That is going to be a beautiful trines with the North Node and Mercury. That is basically, hey, the destiny give you this. Have a good communications about this. Don't feel pretty. Don't feel bad about yourself. Put your act together. That's gonna come in from the ascendant. That is a sextiling Mars. You're seeing what in the things you need to talk to yourself down the road. But if the people are not organizing themselves, that is the other side of the Virgo. That is a like I don't want to communicate, I don't want to talk, I'm going into the hermit mode, and I don't need anybody else. I'm just pretty cool to stay at home, and I don't want to see anybody, I don't want to talk to anybody, and I don't want to do anything. That is going to be coming in because of the ascendant that is in Virgo. That is a opposing Saturn, and that is a squaring the moon. And the moon, it is opposing midheaven and Venus in there. So now we are talking about these major squares there between all those duality signs. And you should have to be really mindful your energies within this. If you are one of those zodiac signs, which is they are Gemini, they're Virgo, Sag, or Pisces, be careful with this energies in there, okay? Because you have to be able to see the both sides of the coin in order to put your act together, which is Mars. And that's where the learning of Mars will be. Yeah, Saturn is not in a good mood, uh, really. But in the next hour, when you do the right things, the ascendant that is in Virgo, of course, Virgo knows how to organize things. It's got triple divine energies with Chiron, with the Sun and Jupiter. The growth is there, maturity is there, connections with Uranus, the universe is there, sudden changes are coming, beautiful love, it's coming. And you're like, yeah, there you go, it's coming. All you have to do is organize your thought process, your thinking, your situations from within. Ascendant, though, it is opposing Neptune. That could be leading to a negative visions from inside, and they can be connecting more with what's going on in Gemini. Midheaven, it's at 19 degrees of Gemini, and it's squaring Neptune. So the ascendant is opposing Neptune, so is the midheaven opposing Neptune. Have you see everything? Maybe there is some things are left over, maybe there is a things from the past that's going to come down and show their ugly heads. So this is why you should pay attention. Don't stay in the past, but going into the present, looking at what you're dealing in the present energies of this moment. Okay, so here is 6 o'clock, it's coming, and you're like, oh my God, what the heck deal? What are you doing with us? So, what's going on at 6 o'clock, right? Midheaven is with Mars. It is all about the family. Family here, family on Earth. We are all family on Earth. We're all living in the same house called Earth. And talking about these energies, Midheaven and Mars, they are in divine energies with the moon, beginning acting there. The North Node is in divine energies with the moon. What is that tells you? That the warrior and the inner work, they're doing the right intuitions and the right expressions with the destiny. Ascendant is in divine energies with the North Node. So you see the divine energies that it comes in, but the ascendant is also in divine energies with Saturn. So the teacher shows you the visions, and the ascendant is in Libra about the balance within the relationships. That balance in the relationships is attached within the destiny, which is the North Node. The North Node is send out the information to your intuition, which is the moon. And the moon, after done everything, it put everything together and does the right expressions, it gives the expressions into the internal warrior from within you to do its inner work. That's what the midheaven and Mars are. You are going to feel like so from within. There's going to be a lot of energies that are playing. The ascendant, if you're not doing these divine energies, the ascendant is this beautiful trine with Venus. Venus is a beautiful trine with Pluto. You're going to feel that love, new situations that's coming. There is a kite mate on the bottom, it's Venus. On the one side is the ascendant, the other side it's Pluto, and on the top it's the moon. So we have angel wings, we have kites, we have yachts. They're interchangeable. Name it. So the ascendant is a opposing Neptune and it's squaring Mars. People who have not seen the synchronicity energies, who have not seen the divine energies, they're going to be within the distorted energies. And if there is a distorted energies within the family, you're probably going to be like, you know what, I had enough. This can lead to a lot of things. You're probably going to let it go within situations. Inside of it, it's like, I need to look at my divine situations. I need to look my synchronicity. I don't have to deal with distort energies within. Some of the Mars, it's going to be very agitated because things not going the way. It doesn't matter. We all have a Mars. It doesn't matter if you're female or a masculine, okay, or you're male. Doesn't matter now that. We both have anger issues, warrior issues. Okay, we all want to be the best within the family, but sometimes striving to be the best within the family, you did more damage in there. So be careful with this because you don't have the right visions of the things that goes on, and that is the reason is not using your ego visions, but using the divine energies there. Plenty of it. I mean, there are plenty of it at 6 o'clock. So 7 o'clock's coming. Things are calm down. And you're like, oof, that was hot. That was something. That was this. That was that. Midheaven is still in Cancer. Ascendant is at 15 degrees of Libra, still squaring Midheaven and Mars and opposing Jupiter, the Sun, and Chiron. Some things you can heal, but some things you cannot. Can you heal the person who does not want to heal? You cannot. But can you heal yourself? Probably you do. And all this is going to lead to a certain changes. Whatever happened in the past hour is going to leading to a one thing. You have to make a decisions. You have to make a decisions. You have to choose what you're going to do. It's still there is going to be this yacht between the North Node and the Moon within the next quite a few hours. A lot of you is going to get the intuitions, the divine energies of what you going to create as actions that going to be down performed within the divine masculine energies inside of you. Okay, the ascendant also is in divine energies with the Uranus, sudden changes. You see that the things are not going well. When the things are not going well in the family, you see that the things are not good in the family. Who else is not good? Every members of the family. And if there is a toxic situations within the family, and you feel the calling of calling a shot and be in the black ship and move out of that family, you're gonna hear the call. That's gonna be Uranus. It's calling you. It's like, listen, look at it. They're all distorted energies around you. And you think you can bloom in a toxic environment, have a nice chance. So this is going to be some of the realizations to some of the people during these situations. And here it comes, 8 o'clock. Okay, midheaven, it's at 1 degrees of Leo, is opposing Pluto. Ascendant is at 27 degrees, and it's still opposing 21 degrees Jupiter and the Sun there. But what else is going on, though? What else is going on here? Dio is smiling. Dio's got something in there. If Dio is smiling, he's got something. What did I got, though? Ascendant at 27 degrees is in divine energies with Venus, and Neptune is a divine energies with the ascendant. There is a double divine energies between Mercury, the North Node, and the Moon. And right now, the communications, the divine communications within the intuitions are really going to be working with Mars. Midheaven is in divine energies with Saturn. As you see it, there's going to be a lot of divine energies on the play. So the 1 hour is going to be like this, and the next hour it calm down. The 1 hour is going to be like this, it calms down. And this is going to be some a lot of energies, intensity, and the situations from within and a sudden changes. So be mindful of how you do this. If you have not grown with those energies, you have not understand them, there's going to be a lot of pressure. I feel sorry for the people who are not awakened because they're going to be wondering what the hell is going on. And ascendant is a opposing Jupiter, the Sun in Chiron, and also it's squaring Pluto. Midheaven, it's opposing Pluto, and in midheaven, it is squaring the North Node, Mercury, and all this. It's going to be leading for like I don't know. I don't believe in fate. I don't believe in this. I don't see the proper relationships. I don't want to grow. I want to stay small. Wow, the energies is calling you like, hey, look inside of your soul, grow up, be the love, be the best version of yourself, be this power. We're giving you the power of love from within you. There's going to be a lot of calling, especially within the soul connections tomorrow. You maybe find like the 5D, somebody turning on the knob on 1,000%. So be ready for it. Yeah, the new energies are pretty cool, actually. They're doing a pretty good work. So later on at 9 o'clock p.m., Midheaven is going to be together with Lilith. They're only going to be 4 minutes apart there. There's going to be a squaring with Uranus and Mercury, so be careful of the communications in there. Ascendant is at 8 degrees of Scorpio, that it's actually opposing exactly what Lilith is squaring, which is a Uranus and Mercury. That's communications and thoughts and so on. But if you listen to your intuitions, everything is going to be okay. Ascendant is in beautiful trines with Mars. Mars is a beautiful trine with Saturn. That can be a lot of emotions. You might gonna feel small. You might gonna look at it. You may crying. You may pull up things from the past. Tomorrow we're gonna talk about past. What is it? How does it feels like to let it go of the past with grace? With grace. Okay. So during it, all those energies, they are being intensive. The divine energies are still, in fact, in all these positions. There is no more the angel wings in there, but the divine energies from Mars, Mercury, and the North Node, they're still gonna be going in. Okay, using them. They're there for their purpose for so long time. So here is it's coming at 10 o'clock. The ascendant is at 20 degrees of Scorpio. There is a divine energies with Jupiter, the Sun, and Chiron. You do your shadow work, you get the goodies. Midheaven is at 2 degrees of Virgo. Now you're putting the things together. Midheaven is in divine energies with Pluto. as you see it, there is the divine energy that comes in and plays and plays. You do the work, you get the goodies. You do the work, you get the inner peace. Some of you maybe is going to get the downloads, and some of you maybe going to be like from up to down and going through the roller coaster of emotions. What they're going to choices they have to make. The choices from soul is always the best choice. That way you don't feel guilty from yourself, because you are in a balance from within your soul. So you're not going to be self kind of like guilt tripping from within. So here is 11 o'clock, it's coming. Midheaven, it's at Virgo at 18 degrees, talking about that organizations within the energies. There's a divine energies towards the Sun and Jupiter. It's a beautiful organizing within the energies, ascending it together with the Moon. You see that work that has been done, and you see the work that you should have getting done later on. It could be a lot of emotions that has not been expressed. It could have been confirmations here. Could have been a lot of things that has not been done, and so on. But looking at within all this energy is going to be coming in and help you from within you. The ascendant is at 2 degrees of Sag. That's where the moon was there earlier. And you're going to feel the energy of the angel wings. You did the work, you're going to fly. All right, guys. So if there is any questions, let me know. I got some messages are coming in, but I didn't see them. Well, somebody's blowing up my phone. Anyway, it is what it is. Let me lower it down. Okay. All right, guys. If any questions or anything you guys have to say, let me know. All right. Let's share the love and the light. And tomorrow we're going to talk about how to let it go with grace. All right, guys. Okay, so you're welcome. Here's the love for you guys.